Hey, thanks for joining me today. My name's Lance, and hope you're doing wonderful. Today, I'm going to I put some white medium on here, and I'm just going to have some fun. I've got a couple palettes. I was doing some painting today, but some of the colors that we'll be using this is yellow ochre, there's some Indian yellow, regular yellow, black, just a mix of stuff here, blue, that's a soil green, and some orange. And on my other palette here, I've just added some magnesium blue. I'm going to try that in the sky, some alizarin crimson, some white, and I'm thinking I want to try to do some a big tree in this one today. So we'll see how it goes. And thanks again for checking in and watching, and hopefully you enjoy this video and learn something from it. So I'm going to zoom in here closer. Okay, so you can see that in there a little bit. I'm going to turn it a little bit there, and then maybe zoom it in just a little more. Go down, and I'm going to lock it up so it keeps a good let me get some light back here. There, over here, there, that looks like it's lighting pretty good. I got the windows open, or the lights coming in through the windows. So okay, well, let's get started. I'm just use a 1-inch brush. I'm going to start with a sky, and just going to tap. Magnesium blue is kind of cool. See how it looks. Okay, I have a little. Let's see here. I'm going to hold this. I know my people say it. My canvas. I'm on carpet here, so ooh, that doesn't look too bad. That magnesium blue is kind of nice. Obviously, it's going to be a sunny day. I'm just tapping and grabbing it down, mixing in with the color that's that white. I might have a new favorite sky color. I really like making sure my mic's on. I went through that before. Look here. I like phthalo blue too. That's a nice color. Get up here, darken these edges a little more. Kind of work it down here. There. And I don't know if I have some water or not in it, but maybe we'll come down here and just lighten this up a little bit. I'm gonna run out of magnesium blue. It doesn't seem like it's seems like it's soft color, which is kind of good actually. Don't have to be too spot on with it. Okay, I'm gonna put a little more of that on my palette. Come back in and see how that white blends. It's nice. Get down here and kind of pull from the side and just put some blue down here. I want to I don't know if I'm going to do a mountain. I kind of was hoping to do a large tree today. I tried a couple earlier here. I was kind of messing around with color and stuff. So this might look good. That's kind of a nice soft sky. I like it. Maybe I'll grab a tiny little bit of crimson in there. Okay. Just a little crimson. And I'm just tapping it on there. Maybe a little crimson in there too. And there's our, okay, there's our, you can bring it down here maybe too. I don't know. Right in the middle. See? Easy. This is, I think, what size is this one here? It's a 11 by 14. Okay. Sure, 11 by 14 is what we're using today. Good canvas. Good for nice landscape paintings. They're easy to frame. If you're buying frames, there's all kinds of them out there. There. That's what I'm looking for. I like that. There you go. So, some pink. You know what I didn't do? I'm going to lock it up. There. I forgot to lock. So, I want to make sure that it's not blurring out on you. That's kind of there. I'm just going to go over it with this brush, and that's probably going to work fine. I've got several brushes I just cleaned out in the garage, so I'm going to try to use what I got here. There. Okay. And maybe I might do some clouds. So I'm going to take some of that white that I had, and I'm going to take some white, pull it down. grab a little white. Okay, maybe a touch of red in there. See? Just a little bit of red. I'm going to mush it like that. I'm going to do some clouds in here. Just kind of come in and let's start over here today. Just kind of come in and I'm going to just twist and move and, you know, just do that. This is an easy way to do clouds. Kind of give it a little like that. Okay, same thing. Get a little red in there. Over here. Getting aggressive. But you're just spinning the brush and moving it around. It's easy for, you know, this could pretty simple way to get the canvas to fall off here. So you got to be careful. You might want to kind of hold on a little bit. Okay, that's not look too bad, huh? Come back up here a little bit, maybe. You know, just move them around. Yeah. Getting that blue on there, that's okay. Ooh, look at that. A little more red than I wanted, so we can come back in and go over it. There. Maybe these kind of come down. Get a little more over here. And then they kind of flatten out. Just move them around. There. So you got some clouds there. I want to go a little brighter right here. Up top. Let's let it blend in. Okay, so I'm thinking we've got the clouds look pretty good there. And what we'll do is we're going to take a larger brush and I'm going to come in and I'm just going to kind of blend them. Okay, and I'll just kind of set them back, go over them. And I like to use a paper towel and I can wipe it off because they can kind of get, and you can kind of come in and maybe just grab the bottom and go like this and blend them out. You can pull them up. Maybe they go this way if you want. Come over, kind of very lightly go over them. Okay, a lot of paint up there in the sky. So there. See how you blend it? And then just barely touching, and it just kind of gets everything, pushes them back, and that makes them look better. Kind of gives them a little cloud look, kind of good. And then you can take maybe here and go like this, pull them up a little bit, the tops. If you want, pull those that way. Maybe they're coming that way. Give them a little. See, right here, these ones could go on up. There, that's the easy way to do clouds. I'm kind of wiping this off. And again, you just want to lightly go over them, barely touching the canvas. See? Boom. You can follow the angles on them if you want. Down here, you can maybe they come down. You know, sometimes clouds are a little flat in certain areas. You know, you can pull them out, and they kind of have some little character to them. But you know, that looks pretty good. I don't think those will pass for today. There. And you can come in and put some, you could always come in and put some dark under them too. Grab some of this crimson color over here still. I'll kind of put some of that on my brush and maybe you can come in and see that. Maybe I could grab a little more of that blue and crimson. I don't want that brown though. Here. Come in. See that? Kind of follow the little bit there. Maybe it comes down. Might have some up in here. You know, find the angles of the clouds. Come in here. See that? And you can kind of come down there. Just kind of do the same thing a little bit here and there. You might have indications there. Not a lot, but you kind of bring them up. There. And we can take and same brush right off. And then same thing, maybe just tickle them a little bit, pull them into there, pull them down, doesn't matter. See? Go across. See that? Knocks a little paint off of there. You know, just swirl them around. Pull them up into there. again, like we were. Just kind of see how I'm barely touching, just barely touching. And you could pull up a little more. That one, maybe it goes that way. I don't know. There, there's a little sky. You got some clouds in there, some dark, some light. You can go back in and put more lights in, but I don't think I'm gonna. Okay, so what are we gonna do next here? What sounds like a fun thing to do? Let's do. I was doing some mountains today, and so I'm thinking we could do. Do you want to do some mountains in this painting, or maybe we can just come in and have some fun with some. Yeah, let's grab this brush here, nice little fan brush. Grab some of this green I had, and we're just gonna have some get some black and some green, some crimson, a little crimson on there too. Brown. Okay, maybe a little more. And I'm just gonna come in, leave that, and I'm gonna come in right here. What do you think? I'll have a little land here. Okay. Maybe we're on the high line today. I'll leave the mountains out. Like that. Black, a little blue in there. See? See that purple? You keep the colors in there. I'm on some brown though. I'm gonna have to download some brown in here. Once again, I'm not very organized. There it is. Got it right there. A little brown. I'm gonna put it on this one over here. This cam palette's cleaner. Okay, just a little brown. And I'm just taking that crimson, get some brown in there, and this will make a good base color for the, our foreground. I like that brown. I'm just tapping with this brush here. We can use a bigger brush, but there. That looks kind of cool, doesn't it? I like that. So it's raining in Montana today, so I'm painting. The kids went to school. I'm trying to knock out some stuff from YouTube. I'm trying to keep up at it. Tough. It's tough. YouTube's challenging, but I sure thank everybody that's supported it and liked it and made comments. And tell you what, it keeps me going. I'm working on a few customs right now, and so they're get a little blue down there. They're take a little more time, and that's okay. And then in between them, I like to. I'm gonna get a little burnt sienna too, okay? And I'm gonna mix that with my raw umber. Raw umber is kind of a Van Dyke brown, dark brown. Good color. I like it. Okay, and I'm just trying to get a little of that in there, a little more crimson in there. Okay, and just there. And down at the bottom, I might throw some. Do I have any black left? Darken it up with a little black because you want the bottom to be. See there. I don't know, maybe we'll leave a little spot in there. Maybe we'll put some water in. We cover that up. We can't use it for water, can we? There'll be a little pond there. Just kind of make those decisions as you go. Just tap these in. Kind of come up on the side so you kind of doesn't, maybe. I don't know. That was kind of cool though. You could put a little house in there. Maybe we'll do a cabin and make a cabin out of this one and get some depth in there. I see a few things I'm going to do. I'm going to maybe put a stringy cloud back in there eventually, and then go from there. But I think I've been doing some cabins lately, so if I can find a brush that I can use to maybe make a cabin. This one will do. Look at this right there. So I'm going to take some dark color, that brown, and let's say, where should we put our cabin at? Maybe it sits right out here. And I want to put some trees in it, so put it over here today. How's that? Okay, I'm just going to come across that and that. Okay. That'll be the kind of the front of the cabin. Some dark in there. Okay. There. And okay, and then the side will come over this way. So it kind of sits that way. I kind of like that. A little different than normal, okay? And we're kind of trying to get the perspective right. You know, and that's going to kind of come up a little bit, and that's going to go that way. You know, you want the other side, or, you know, maybe it's on a hill, who knows, okay? And then over here, you're going to want your roof. It's going to come this way. It's going to go up to here. So, and it's going to come this way, right? There. Maybe it's got some old, and you can adjust this as you go too, okay? There, to there. Pull that up. There, that's a nice little cabin. Maybe he's been there for a while, and I think that'll be fine. Get a little more crimson in there. And that, you know, pull that down. Pull that down. And so our light's going to be coming from, I think, maybe we want our light coming from the left today. And so it'll be lighter on that side. So that'll be good. So I'm going to take this guy, this one here, and I'm going to kind of scrape some of that paint off of there, okay? I'm trying to make my cabin, okay, see? And it goes there, there, a little dark there, and it comes down, and there's our, so I'm going to put some more on there, you know, and then the top will, there, and we'll have the cabin there. I think that looks pretty good. You can come in and do this, what, there, and then come back with your brush with all the color on it, and we'll fix that. But you kind of want the, maybe we'll pull it down a little more too, like to here. Pull that down there, and then this is going to have to go up a little that way, right? Kind of get our perspective in line. And just see, and that go that way. That way it'll look a little bit better. Even we'll see how. Okay, and as we pulled some of that paint off, that's fine, you know, because we're going to come in again and have some fun with this cabin. So, all right. So now I'm going to need some more brown in there, and I like that brush. So we're just going to come back in. I don't know why I scraped all that off. I'm going to pull this brown down. 1, 2, 3. You know, there. See that? There's that side, and this side will be here. And we just figure out where our light's coming from, right? It'll come down there. That'll be a nice little cabin if I can keep all the paint off of me. Okay, nice little cabin, nice little color. Okay. Yeah, if you have a pulse, you can paint. I was thinking anybody can paint, right? Just give it a shot. You know, I did one earlier where I just painted on my I got a little white. I just painted on my and some of that. What was I saying? I painted on my desktop here, which worked out good. I'm going to lighten this up a little bit. Okay, some crimson in there, and I'm trying not to get my hand in there. Okay, just pulling down to lighten this side because that's where we're going to put the light coming from today, the left side. Okay, grab that, pull it down, bring it straight down. There, so there's the front of your cabin. Kind of makes it stand out a little more. I always like to get a little orange too on my, I'm going to try, should I do orange? Yeah, give a little orange on there. I could do yellow ochre too, and I have that. So I'm going to mix that with some ochre, get a little orangey color. That'll look good on there. Watch this, it'll kind of make it. And I might come in and use some, there, see that? Orange color on there. bad. Get a little more. There. That's not bad. A little more orange. There. There, you can see the difference between there and the side. And I like that. I like that. Okay. I had some red earlier, but I'm going to grab some more crimson. Maybe mix a little light. Get some crimson and brown. I'm going to try to use that for the roof. Okay. Roof. See all the paint on there? I'm going to try to come in and use that crimson. I'm going to try to come in and use this guy, my knife. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There we go. See how that you can use a knife and it comes in and it's easier to get it to sit on top of that. See? Pull it down. Watch your angles. You want your roof to look good. That doesn't look too bad. You know, and then over here, you know, you've got this side. Very thin. Okay. So it looks like you got there. That looks all right. All right. And then you can always come in and, you know, if that's not as high, you can push it up. Kind of get it to look better. And then you can come back in with some of this. Yeah. Pull it down. However, okay, so you can do that. And it might be a little off. That's okay. Come back in, edge it. Maybe you want this to be more there on the roof. There, so you got that going. That looks all right. It's a good looking roof. Even if get some more brown, get some dark in there. Get some of that dark. Come back in and just that. Get a lot of cool things happening there. Just let it break. And your roof looks pretty good there. It's just a little cabin there. Okay, let's see here. So we're kind of working on it. We've got some pink in here. You got the cabin. You can come back in and fill in some of these empty spots here. You know, because it's blue, and I don't know. Come in and we're gonna put in some color over this, so it should look better. I can come in and like I could take this brush that I was using, and we can come in and just start tapping. I don't want it to lighten too much, but you know, just this brush here, it's got some light color on it, but it ain't gonna. There, kind of gives us an idea of a little indication there. Okay, so I kind of like that. And looking okay. I'm gonna try and on my edges of my cabin here, I want to try to make these bolder. Okay, get that more if I can. There. That's what I kind of want it to do. And then you can come back in, get a little, you know, maybe there's a little, you know, it's got some good color, but maybe you just want a little highlight here and there, maybe on it. There's just shingles or something. See, is my head in the way? Pull them over. There. See? Gives it an idea of some shingly looking little things on there. And then on the other side, you can come in and get some white, you know, on the brush, on the knife, just a little bit. And you can come over here and do this. Bit of light there. And right here. See that? A little bit there. Just to give you a little indication of the outline. Kind of makes it stand out a little more. Okay. Okay, on the front of that though, we want to get some dark. I got a little dark on my knife, and I want to just come in here, kind of go little slats in there. See? I'm just getting a little bit on the back side of the knife and just pulling down. Now, see that? You can pull that down. Do it over here too. I don't have a lot of black left, so, and it doesn't even need to be black. It could be brown too. You could use brown. See? And you know where there, old cabin, old. Maybe over here you can do a little. Got some brown and stuff. Yeah, see there? A little bit there. Pull those down and we'll cover those up. There, so you got that. What is it, an outhouse? And then right here, you can come in and do a little separator there. See that? Where that goes? Kind of shows you where your thing is. And then you can go back in with your dark color. See? Just come back down. Clean them up. Simple. And maybe, well, let's do some water in this one. I think it'll work. So I'm going to grab just one of my fan brushes here. This one. I'm going to pull down right here. Maybe there's some water. Just a little water right there. See that? And pull it down as far as, yeah, it's pretty deep. Just a little pond there. And then, shoot, I'm doing minimal brushes on this one. And then you can just kind of go across there. Just lightly go across, straight across. Give it some reflections. There. If you want, you know, God, you can even go up further. Watch this. There. See that? Pull down. Go across. Lightly go across. Just a little mud hole there, you know, out in the middle of Timbuktu, I guess. Okay. All right. So where are we going with this? We got the cabin. We've got the clouds kind of out in the prairie, huh? We're going to have a big tree in here, and it's not going to be a pine tree, I doubt, huh? So let's come back in and grab some white here. Maybe I can do some little things here. Same color, you know, just that whatever. You don't need here. There, just kind of rubbing that in there. Because what you're looking for here is a water line, and that'll make that stand up. And it goes over there, and comes over here, you know, a little bit. A little place for the cows or the horses to come. See? And you can go right in the middle a little bit. Here, I like that color. It kind of falls over a little, and then you see just a little. There, across. There, just a little bit there, and you can see your water. Just kind of turns out and looks pretty good there. Okay, I'm going to take this brush, grab me some, I need some more black. I'm going to put that on my palette I was using. Okay, hopefully this is simple and easy to go by. I don't think. I'm going to take some black here and grab this one and put a little door here. Put down. Boop. Easy. Maybe over here we want a couple little windows. Pretty easy, and you don't have to be overly. There. I think they can get in there. That should work. Okay, and then you can always come in and get a little color on that. On here, I got white too, but you can come in and just go around the outside of him. Try to lighten it up a little bit, make it stand out. Maybe I'll grab some white instead. Grab some white on the brush, and then just come in here. See? I just got a little white on the back side of it. Try a little bit. All right, let's try that again. A little bit, and just come across. There, see that? And you can do that here. You want to put a little more in there. Come across here. You can use your, can use a liner brush too. Sometimes it's easier. A little bit there. See? We might do that. That's getting a little tight, but you can use your liner brush there if you want. And all kinds of stuff. Okay, come back in and maybe darken some of this a little bit here. Little shadows in there, maybe. That makes it look a little bit. And then maybe up top here, you got a little bit of dark under here. Eve is. Your little Eve under there. There, it kind of gives it a little more, makes it look a little better. And you could take this dark here too and just try not to pick up too much of that roof color. Roof, whatever. Okay, so there, I think that looks good. So now I want to do is, let's put in some, let's get a tree going, huh? And we can just use the black and the brown. And where are we going to put a tree at? Right here. Maybe come in here and this tree that goes right here. There, right in front of the water. Black, brown, yeah. Pull that in there. You can double load your brush on these too if you want, and then it'll give you, you can really, sometimes it really helps with doing your, okay, I'm gonna get a liner brush out, put some paint on it, paint thinner. And we're gonna make some limbs. Hopefully this stays together. Yeah, more paint thinner, a lot of paint. Some more brown in there. Just mixing this on this liner brush of mine. And I don't know if this one's going to stay together. I might have to go get my other one. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. There's one there I can use. I'll use my new one. There we go. Ooh, this is a good brush. So I want to come in and just pull that down a little more. See that? There, like that. And I just got my palette here. I'm just mixing some paint in there. That's a good tree. Maybe he has a limb that comes over here. Barely touch. Make it bigger. Come down. There. Okay, I've been on a cabin kick lately. And, you know, this is just an easy way to do them. Perspective-wise, you can, you know, maybe it comes over here. Connects to there. Okay. And you can pull this up farther if you want. There, see? Limbs coming off. You know, this one might even go up a little higher. There. And maybe over here we've got something coming in. Okay. You know what would be nice here is to throw a windmill in here. That looks like the place that would have one. Maybe another, I don't know, piece coming here. Over here you might have something coming in. You know, just taking your time, and, you know, over here he's got another lamp that comes in. Just move it around and then bring it down in there. Nice little tree. Nice. This liner brush is wonderful. Now I'm going to pull up here. I'm going to just take the tip. I'm just going to kind of wiggle some things in there. Okay. Wiggle that. Give it some character. Maybe there's a little bit that comes off here. You know, just wiggle them. Make them, you know, branches don't always grow straight. They're always like, see, like that. This one's going pretty good. And maybe there's a little bit up here. Comes off. All right, yeah. Here. You know, he's just having fun. Remember, the light's coming from the left. So we're going to have to darken this side up. Right? Put that there. Got a little tree there. That looks good. And then maybe we can, you know, just come in and some other little things out here and there. See 'em? And have some fun and pull them up. Have, there's little tiny ones that are coming out of here. Just start throwing them out here and there. As they get up to these ends, they have a lot more little ones sticking out. So, and you can do that. Okay. I don't think that looks too bad. So, there, see? They're coming over right towards the cabin. Not bad. Not too good. Come in with this liner brush. Things that you want to have a little more character in it. Pretty simple to do with the liner brush. You can have a lot of, oh, you know what we should do while we're at it? Maybe there's a little, it's got a little fire pit on the top there so we can have fire in the winter when it gets to that point. Okay. All right. One thing now we got to do is we got to get some color in here. I'm going to grab some light green. I don't know how this is going to go, but this is what I want to use in the foreground. And I'm going to add it to another fan brush right here. This ought to work. And I'm going to tap that in there. I'm going to mix it with some light green. Oof, maybe I'll dull it down with a little brown. Ooh, too much. There. I might have done that in a little more than I'm going to just tap and see how that looks. See? Get some green in there. And it's going to mix with that undercolor. And that will cause it to darken. Okay. I don't know. I'm just grabbing some green. See? And just come in here and have some fun. See that? I'll lighten it up a little bit. There. Just a little green. You know what I might mix in there? A little yellow ochre in there too. There we go. Ooh, yeah. Like that. And just kind of come in and tap and some angles. Make it look good. See? Come down to the water. Let's give it give it a little more of a, like there's some life out there, huh? There. Some more green, some yellow. Mix in there. Over here, maybe. Ooh! Doesn't look bad. I want some more green in there, though, because the yellow looks good. But I want it to look dead, Wipe that off of the brush here. Give me that. I'll wipe the brush off a little so there's not as much paint on there. This is obviously a light green, but it'll work. Back over here. Just throw some of that in there. We know it's going to pick up the undercolor. It's going to, remember, build a little something in front of him there. See? I'm going to tap it in there. And as you get over here, you're going to be in the shadow. It's going to be darker, right? And get down to the water. Get a little there. A lot of paint on here. I should probably have a little more thinner on here, but I don't care. I just want some hints of some green in there. Kind of gives it almost makes it look real. Okay, a little more. And it's maybe a little more green. That's a good green. I don't know. Down here a little bit. Cover that tree up a little bit. We'll come back. I don't know how I'm going to. There, get a little there. Darker green in there with the, you got to have a little shadow, right? Over here you can come in and tap. See that? There, you got some good color there. Yeah, we can come in and I don't know if I like that yellow up there I got. I want that green. There. And then you can have some fun there. You got a little there. And then, let's see. Let's grab a little white and mix in there. Okay, just a little. Highlight some of this a little more. A little highlight there. Not too much, where the, I want to kill it all. A little dark there. Maybe there's a little bit there. I'm sure we're going to have a path, aren't we? There. That kind of gives it a little more, some highlights maybe bouncing around in there. Okay. And of course, we probably need a path coming down to the water, don't you think? Just a little one maybe starts here, comes down. There. Just like that. Okay. Then you can wipe that brush off. Grab some white in there and just kind of some highlights in there. You can make it go a little wider. Something like that. Go down there and okay. I don't mind. I think that looks pretty good actually. Maybe we can come in and get a little more light yellow. Maybe a little color right there. There. Let's throw some of that in there. And then I'm going to want to do some more dark too in some places. So I'm going to grab some black. Oh boy, I ain't going to use that brush. Got my here. This one. I'm going to grab some black and some crimson. Try to get a little dark in here, maybe down here. See that? That will kind of pull the eye down, back it up, and get that dark in there. But I want to get a little bit of it in some spots here too, See? You have some little dark spots, dark areas. A little darker in here, because we decided this is the shadow, right? The house is there. So that's going to darken it up a little bit there. And there. Just certain areas. Just gives it a little, not a lot, but kind of comes in and, helps out darken it a little bit. And looks pretty good. I must think. Okay. Down here, we can come in and boy, there's a lot of paint on there. Maybe grab some of this yellow, pull it up, or go down. Do stuff like that. There's some. It's just so dark, you could grab and pull up if you want to get a little white in there. Right there. That'll kind of maybe shoot everything back a little. And some little grassy things growing there. You can get some green on there too if you want your green brush. Grab me some yellow, or maybe some orange and yellow. Some of that. We come down here and just go a little bit here and there. Pulling up, you got. Oh, I just dropped my brush. Kicked it over to the thing though. Okay, so that ain't bad. I think we've got some good painting here. You've got the tree there, which has got a lot of character, and I think we should put some limbs on it. Huh? What am I going to use? Remember that fan brush or the liner brush that wasn't working very well? Watch this. I'm going to mix him up with some colors. Touching up here. Nice little branches. Okay, just get up on the tips there. Try not to let it do that. And it just has a little leaves on it on the outside there. Over there. try to shape and, you know, have some in the middle. There. You got some nice little indications of some things going on there. I think that looks good. Now remember, I was going to use a bigger brush, but let's get some white. Remember we had the lights on this side. Pull that over. Some light on this side of the tree. Looks like I'm going to get a little paint thinner. Try to get that a little thinner on there. There. Doesn't have to be super white, but I just want to get a little indication of, you know, okay, right to there, a little bit there, there, there. Kind of gives your tree a little dimension or whatever. Okay, there. Just some little things happening up there. Not bad. I think it looks pretty good. What else can we do? We've got the one tree. We got the little cabin there. I don't know, maybe a old fence posts in there in the back going up. Some brown. Need a little fence post right here. Coming up. Let's do the horizon. One. Yeah. That'll give it a little. Two. Just something cool. 3. 4. 5. Maybe we should have made it bigger, and then as it got farther away, we change it. We could, but I'm not gonna. Maybe it goes behind the cabin there, you know. A bit behind. I'm trying to keep my fingers. Yeah. Save it there. A little higher there. Bigger. Ah. Fence post. Something like that. I don't know. You just make this up as you go along. And then you can come over here and just fence post. Trying to get my hand in here. Here. Just kind of, maybe that one comes down here and that one goes that way. See, kind of makes like it's going back there. And should we put one on the other side? That might be kind of cool. Okay, watch this. Maybe there's one over here. That can be too much. Let's do it this way. Let's go. Put one there. Then one there. One there. 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 Yeah. A bit more thickness there. 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 And that one might go behind there. Like there's something, I don't know, behind it. Yeah. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Little, and they disappear. There. And there. Okay. It's not too bad, is it? Not too bad. Need any little dark on here, maybe. Pull him down a little bit. Got my hand in the bottom. But that happens. That happens. Don't worry about it. Okay. Not bad. I don't think it's that bad. Let's see here. Let's go right here. Little guy. Have any more? Yeah. Dark brown. Yeah. Right here. Uh-oh. See what happens? You start monkeying around with stuff. There's some dark brown there. See, you can fix it. Not a big deal. I might even use this brush here. Darken that up a little bit. Just come back in and fix him. There. A little dark. I want to darken it up a little bit. That's the dark side, right? There. See? And just grab some black and let it mix in there. So you still know your shadow side. Maybe there's a little light on the bottom. Come back in and get some of this. Give those foots a little bit there. Even a little darker right there. Get a little blue, black right there. Because you're in shadow, right? There. A little shadow color there. Boom, 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 boom. Your fence looks good. Maybe. There was an old fence down in the front. Right here. Maybe there was an old fence down here too. Pull him down. Right there. Or you can actually take this one. Use this gun here, make it a little bigger. Have a little distraction there with a fence. See, watch this. There's a post right here. Fence post day. Boom. I'm trying to make them. There. Oh boy. Then it might go that way. Maybe a little bit there. Just to kind of, I want to draw the eye out, do I? That's what that might do. Just something there. And maybe one over here. There. You know, right to there. It's kind of backwards, isn't it? Let's do this. There. Pull him up a little bit. See? Little fence post on that side in the front. Kind of. What do you think? Come back through and do this, that. More there. To there. But there. That one can go that way. There. Got your fence post there. Grab some light. Light's coming from this side. Actually, let's use the liner brush since I messed up and probably could have. How long have I been painting this one? 52 minutes. Is everybody bored yet? Okay. Get some highlights. You can double load these brushes too, but little highlights on them. I probably should have done that before. No, on this side. There. See that? Just some little indications. A little highlight on the top of those if you want. Here. Bit on the top of the post. Right? I'll kind of run them in there. Just some highlights there. So you got a little something down below there. And looks like a little barn or a little cabin with some fences. I don't know, maybe some horses or something running around. I don't know. Let's do this and take some light. This color. See if I'm dark enough a little bit. Maybe we can do a few M birds up here flying around. Those are pretty big M birds, aren't they? Yeah, a little darker. There. I know. Having a good time flying around. Maybe darken them up a little more so they stand out. Looks good. Yeah. That one might be coming in for a landing, or maybe there's another one behind it. I don't know. Okay. Well, I think we're done. I think that's enough for today. I think it looks like a pretty good little painting. Only thing I might want to do is maybe tap some of this, soften it in the distance here. We do that. Soften some of this. It's not too far away. I don't want to kill it, but That just kind of gives a little more kind of a cool little look there. And there. So I think I might be able to do a signature on here. I need my liner brush, and I got some red. Do I have any red left over? Yeah, I'll just use crimson today. Okay, get a little of that crimson. A white. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to come on very well. It's going to be tough. More. There it is. Okay, so thanks for joining me today. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.